This week's Daily Race C takes place at Circuit de Gilles Villeneuve. Finally, a chance to try one of the new tracks from the latest update in a longer race. We're in Group 4 machinery. There's a lot of track limit penalties. So the racing is going to be tight and competitive. Let's see if I can avoid getting voted off Penalty Island. Stay tuned. Welcome back, racers. You're watching MMG. My name is Tom, and I qualified in P5, 146.4. I set that one just before this race started, so we're doing 10 laps here at Circuit de Gilles Villeneuve. And this is a pretty steep lobby for me. There's at least one or two A drivers. First corner, everything's going fine. And I brake a little late. Luckily for me, Mr. Marlboro Man manages to hold on to it. Got into the second chicane. And you can see in the distance there, P1's starting to get away a little bit, so me and Mr. Marlboro Man got to get on our horses here to stay with them. Down. Oh, there's the first track limit penalty. Heading down to the hairpin. A lot of heavy braking spots. You see the Ferrari there almost went into the back of me. There's a couple of serious heavy braking spots here, and all the chicanes really have to brake into. So like I was saying, 10 laps here. Group 4. Kind of disappointing. There's only one tire. Hard, and there's no required pit stops, so strategy is pretty much out the window. It's a little bit longer, but it's still sort of a sprint. So, through the final chicane, there's the Wall of Champions, headed down the front straight, so I made up one spot. First heavy braking area. Genesis, the G70 is in front of me. That's been the Metacar a couple times. I don't know if you can tell, but the Metacar for this race is the Alpha 155. First chicane. You may be wondering, why am I in the WRX? Well, shout out to Tyrannosaurus Rex, who has a video series called the Anti-Meta Club. He does a lap guide, which is amazing, and he usually suggests a car that should be quite competitive with the Metacar. In my case, it's the WRX, and it's obviously working really well for me. So kind of get caught up there a little bit. Almost thought I was going to go into the rear end of the Genesis there, and I'm pretty sure he picks up a penalty here. Yeah, there it is. So have a look at this here. He brakes a little bit earlier, or I just missed my braking point a little bit. And I kind of danced off to the side there, to the right, to make sure I didn't go into the back of him. Anyway, so he's got a 1 second penalty. The guy behind me has a half second penalty. Hairpin there. Okay, so now we're heading down to the 1 second penalty. Seems a little harsh in some cases, but so down to the penalty zone again, and another spot picked up. But look at that gap. So fast forward into lap 3, and I've made up the gap between 1 and 2. Brazilians are getting a little feisty. Looks like somebody gets rear-ended there, and I didn't want to send anybody off. I think they were trying to make up for rear-ending guy in P1, but picked up a half-second penalty for that. Down to the second chicane. I get a really good run out of this corner here. Thankfully, he doesn't drive into the wall. It's nice of him. And I managed to take that position, going down to the third chicane. Down to the hairpin. Marlboro Man's moved up to P3. Kind of right in the middle here. And he makes his move to the inside. I can't move there now because he's I would just be like blocking him. And we managed to go side by side through the chicane. So let's have another look at that because that's some nice racing there. Well, sort of side by side, but you know what I mean. So that's... Oh, P1's got a penalty too. I don't think I'm close enough to overtake him. He's not really picking a lane here, and he kind of drifts. I don't know if it was so much avoiding action, but I tried to stay outside of him there, so I ended up punching him. So fast forward to lap 4. And he picks up a 1 second penalty. Down to the second chicane. Did a good run out here. Fast forward to the penalty zone. 1 second is for sure enough time to overtake him here. Down to the final chicane. Let's move. A little skidding, but it's okay. There we go. I've solidified P1. Fast forward to lap 6. I'm at the hairpin, and my whole race flashed before my eyes there. I thought that I had oversteered myself off into the grass. Managed to catch it though. So now all I have to worry about is trying to drive the rest of this race without making any critical errors. And hopefully without picking up any penalties. Lap 8. And I was kind of concerned there. I thought maybe I'd drifted outside the white line. But the Gran Turismo gods were smiling on me. Didn't get a penalty, so let's try to keep it under control. Fast forward to lap 10, last time through the last chicane by the Wall of Champions, and I managed to pull out a win. I did not see that coming. Crossing the finish line in P1. So if you enjoyed this video, if you could give it a like, it's a big help. And if you've watched any of this other content and you enjoy it, if you could help me out by giving me a subscriber, I'm trying to get up to about 30 now. And it would mean a lot to me. So I really appreciate all support, and I will see you again next time. Thanks for watching.